Get up, let me begin. This is TWSN. You ain't heard about us yet, well you better know now, because it's the place that it all goes down.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a special edition of Strikes and Submissions. No podcast this week, but we got a special interview here. I'm your co-host Dorian Wright, along with my other co-host Mike Daly, and we got UFC fighter here, Kris Moutinho. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great, brother. Thank you for having me on, man.
For sure. And we know you got tight schedule, probably training today. So we're going to get you in, get you out. And I just had a quick question. So obviously the start of your UFC career, not how you wanted it to play out, but at the end of your career, do you see it shaping up to be more of a championship type level career where you're fighting for belts over and over, you're long reigning champion, or are you just simply looking to be a fan favorite fighter?
I want to be both. You know what I mean? I want to be a world champion, and I want to be looked at as a Hall of Famer in the sport, man. If I'm not doing it for that, then what the hell am I doing this for? You know what I mean? Like, this is the point of this. I'm looking to have a long career in the UFC, but I also want to be a fan favorite, man. I want to go into the fights and put on a show every time I go, and make sure everybody enjoys fighting, man. The reason we do this is to make sure that people want to watch it, and that's what I believe my style is, man. My last 3 fights were just as exciting as this last one, and everybody seemed to like that one. So just stay tuned, man. We're going to put on the show.
As you know, Chris, you earned a lot of respect throughout the MMA community, and part of it was your toughness. What stood out to me was the ending sequence of round 1, where you were dropped, but you managed to survive. In between round 1 and 2, what was going through your mind after everything that happened?
I've been in here before, man. I've been here 10 years of my life, man. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've been dropped before. I've been hit before, man. It's almost calming. It's almost a calming feeling to know that you're hurt and to know that you're getting your ass beat, because you can only go up. You know what I mean? You can only go up from there. So, nah, man, it wasn't anything different. I'm in great shape. I know I can go into a fight and be ready for 30 minutes if I need to be, and I know my body would recover pretty quick. And you saw that I didn't get tired much in that fight. I was going, man. And I took that fight on 10 days notice, and if I can get in shape for 10 day notice fights, I can be in shape for a full camp. And I'm just ready to show the world a different side of this. Not like I want to show the world that I can move my head. You know what I mean? Like, people think, I get a lot of comments like, "Yo, my coaches, you need new coaches." Like, we don't train just stand there and get punched in the face at the gym, man. They train me to move my head. They train me to get out of the way of punches, and it's just funny to see all these people talking, because we're gonna show the world in the next fight.
Right. No, totally understand that. And I was listening to a few of your other interviews. You were talking about how the UFC has, nutritionists and dietitians and stuff like that. And you don't know if you want to stay at 35 or move down to 25. So it might be a little too soon, but who would you like to fight next? Do you have a name you'd like to call out?
No, man. Realistically, no. I'll fight anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere in this world, man. Like this is the thing, man. I've always been the guy in every promotion I fight. They pick a name, I go out there and fight. I don't question him. I don't ask for a different guy. I don't ask for the easier fight. I fought some of the best fighters in the world outside of the UFC. You know what I mean? I fought guys that made it to the UFC. I fought Tony Gravely. I fought Manny Bermudez. I fought all these guys that made it to the UFC and had good careers in the UFC and are still killing it. So I know I'm ready for this. I know whoever they put in front of me, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna make it a fight, and win, lose or draw. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see who I am. You're gonna see my heart. You're gonna see my soul, and you're gonna know that I'm here for this.
How did you get started in mixed martial arts? Because you have a background where you were working another job in a paint factory, and you ended up quitting that job just a few days, or really when you found out you were joining the UFC. But could you just talk about your rise and your start in the UFC?
Yeah, no, for sure. I have a real background in this, man. Like, it's the same thing as a lot of other guys. Like, I started in wrestling in high school. I wrestled most of my life. And then I got out of high school. You're doing like the normal like young kid thing. You're drinking too much. You're partying. You're doing stupid shit. And then like you kind of like realize you want to compete again. So I started competing. My coach started doing jujitsu. Then my first coach, who was in the UFC for 10 years, man, fought everybody. George Rivera. Um, Kind of opened up a gym in my hometown because he's from where I live, and it kind of just snowballed from there, man. I got in there, I got punched in the face, realized like it doesn't hurt that bad, you know what I mean? Getting punched in the head doesn't hurt. It kind of got stuck, man. I got stuck. I'm a gym rat. I've been all over the country. I've been to Jackson Wink. I've been all these other gyms, and I realized like I'm capable of this. I'm built for this, and this is what I was meant to do.
Right. And I know you kind of already answered it, but with all this newfound fame, what I saw after the fight, you had an ice cream sandwich. I thought it was pretty funny, but you got the 75K bonus. What do you think, if you haven't already made it, your first big purchase is going to be?
I ain't gonna touch any of that. I ain't trying to touch any of that money. I don't know what. I'm just gonna let the accountants and stuff. They decide what I got to do with that money in order so I don't end up broke. That's what I'm looking at right now. I don't want to end up broke because of this, man. Making a little more money than I made in my life. You know what I mean? And it's still not even that much money. I couldn't live off this money, so it's just now it's just making smart choices in order to secure this whatever I have now and try to build on it, man. Make my family good. Make sure I don't have to do any other jobs. I don't want to end up back in doing construction or so back in a paint factory after this. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a fighter for the rest of my life and set my family up, set my future kids up, set my future so that it's bright. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for now.
MMA is a sport, Kris, as you well know. It's so hard to get to the top, and making the UFC is a part of that climb, getting to the top. What would you say to a young fighter out there, or just young people in general who are big dreamers and they want to achieve something?
They just have to believe in themselves, man, and just stay on the path. Like there's gonna be so much. Like realistically, man, you don't ever know if you're gonna make it, man. There's a lot of people that want to do the same thing you're doing, and they're just as talented, or if not more talented than you. And you're the only thing that's gonna get you there is your heart and your willingness to be in the crap. You know what I mean? Dig through the mud, and that's what I truly believe. That's what I truly believe about this, man. And that's what these young kids, or these other fighters that are trying to make their dream, just stay on the path. Just keep going. You get knocked down, build yourself back up, and keep going. And just keep pushing, push, because it's gonna kick you down the hill sometimes, real hard, man. You just got to get back up.
Appreciate that. That's a real humble answer from someone, like yourself. And kind of piggybacking off my last question, as you know, I saw before the fight, I think you had 600-700 Twitter followers. Now you're up in the thousands. So are there any specific sponsors that you want or endorsees that you want to attach your name to?
Whoever wants to give me money, man. It's realistically, I'm not. Hey, if you got a good message and a good platform and you want to reach out, man, that's cool. We can make something happen. I'm not here to be. I'm not a greedy person, man. And I keep telling that to people, like all this extra fame and crazy stuff, like it was never anything that I really wanted, man. I see all these guys and they sell their soul for this, and it's not ever gonna be me. I'm not gonna die for this fame and this publicity, man. I understand it's what we need to do. It's what we need in order to make money in this, but I don't need much, man. I just need enough to live, and that's what I'm looking for now.
Kris, one thing I want to ask you, because I noticed this before your first fight with Sean O'Malley, there was someone in your corner, and that was Mitch Raposo. And for those of you who don't know, he's a contestant on this season's Ultimate Fighter. I just feel like when it comes to fighters from Massachusetts, there's just a different mindset. What's your relationship like with Mitch Raposo, as well as Jorgen De Castro, but specifically Mitch Raposo?
They're family to me now, bro. I've been with this gym for 2 years, and it's just one of the greatest places I've ever been, man. It's a group of people that just help each other grow and help each other grind. You know what I mean? Mitch is one of the best fighters I've ever seen, man. The kid's very talented, very skilled. But that's all in New England, man. We have so many good fighters that you don't even know about, man, that are gonna make it into the UFC and kill. We're just built different up here, man. We live in the cold. We have to deal with all this stuff. It's the real Game of Thrones. The north. This is the north up here, bro. This is where it grows, and this is where the toughness gets instilled in you. I think we're tougher than any other part of the country. I really do believe that. And yeah, Mitch is great, man. Jorgen's great. This gym has put out so many guys into the UFC already, and that's why it's so funny when I hear people talk about us, man. We're just gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep getting more guys in there, man. Plus, I also train at Lowe's Arms MMA, who has a bunch of killers as well. They got guys like Randy Costa and Mike Rodriguez and other guys into the UFC, and they have more guys that are gonna get in there too. So I just love the camaraderie around here, and it just proves to me that I don't have to go anywhere else if I don't want to.
It's a great answer. And I know you're from the Massachusetts area. Do you ever see yourself in a scenario linking up with the New England Cartel?
Yeah, we have the same manager. I got Tyson. Tyson's my manager. Tyson's the same manager as he manages Rob and coaches Rob and Calvin and all that stuff. I've trained with Rob before. I've trained with Calvin before. Like, they're great dudes, man, and they're killers. They're killers for sure, and they're gonna keep killing it in the UFC. And they're all both gonna be world champions, and that's just my job now, is just to follow in that footstep and show that I belong in this and get myself to a world title and build it, whether it's at 35 or at 125. I don't care. That's just my goal here. Rob and them, whenever I do get to train with them, is always a blessing, man. It's like you always learn something working with those guys, because they're just so skilled and so high level, and their grit is just next level. So I'm just excited to keep going and see how far we can take Mass.
Kris, I just have one last question for you, and then I'm sure Dorian has a few others, or just one more. But what should we know about Kris Moutinho? Because a lot of fighters, we don't know who they are personally. What are you into? What are some hobbies you have? Who is Kris Moutinho?
I keep telling everybody, man, I'm not that exciting. I'm a little dweeb, man. I like anime and video games, and like to go outside and go for hike some mountains and stuff like that. But I'm a very recluse, like secluded person. Like, I hang out with my girlfriend, I hang out with my little brothers and sisters, and that's pretty much it, man. And then I go to train. Like, I don't do much. Watch a lot of Netflix, and I train a lot. That's about it, bro.
You sound like a regular human being, man. Just watching Netflix.
Regular dude.
Yep. It's awesome.
So last question I have before we let you go. Obviously, aside from yourself, who is your favorite fighter in the promotion, and why?
Besides myself, yeah, like, I don't really even like myself that much, man. Like, to be real. Like, I like Rob, obviously. Rob's a beast. Calvin's a beast. I like Max Holloway a lot. Max Holloway's a monster. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Stevenson. I just like the way he fights, man. He's just a dog. There's so many guys that I like to watch. Darren Elkins. I'm a big fan of Darren Elkins. I like dudes that can just take the shit. You know what I mean? They can take that ass whooping and keep coming forward, man. So that's just me. It's just me.
I appreciate that. And Kris, I mean, you seem like a great guy, man. Real humble, family man. Just want to train, go home. It's good that you're saving your money. I was hoping you'd give me, I just bought a Bentley or something like that.
No, I went to Gucci, balled out real quick.
Yeah, I saw the ice cream sandwich. I'm sure it was pretty expensive. I know how Vegas is.
Dude, that's it.
But yeah, any last message to your fans while we have you?
Yeah, man, just stay tuned, man. We're gonna do this thing. If you want to follow a person that's not fake, he's not trying to sell you on any crazy dream. Like, man, I'm just a normal dude, and if you like that, stay tuned, bro, because we're gonna shock the world. I'm gonna be a world champion. I'm gonna be in the Hall of Fame, and y'all see me for a very long time now.
Appreciate that response, Kris. And again, thank you for joining. Guys, remember, follow TWSN on Twitter and Instagram, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow me right here at The Right. Kris, go ahead and shout out your social so we can give you a follow.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Kris_is_Solis, and Facebook is just my name. Twitter is Moutinho @Moutinho Kris. Just Just follow me, guys. Just follow me. Let's make this into this dream into reality. All right, we're gonna be a world champion. Just stay tuned.
Let's go. Love to hear it, Kris. Again, thank you for having me, or thank you for having us.
No,
And
thank you, guys. God bless.
yes, sir. Strikes and submissions. # no decisions. We out.
Get up, let me begin. This